this video is dedicated to anybody who trying to get in the game and they trying to do whatever it takes in trucking to actually make it work. Really. So this ain't for anybody who trying to not really put in the work. This is an easy way to do it. It's an easy formula to do it. And it don't take a rocket science to do it. And I'm just going to break the numbers down because I think that's what it is. We be talking ideas and concepts, but I don't think I really just told y'all like, okay, to make $1 million, you don't need a really big company. You don't even need to have a whole bunch of trucks, to be honest. It's just you got to be strategic and you got to be willing to do those small necessaries. So, all right. So I see we got Texas Aaron, we got Raleigh, we got Cali. What up, Carlos? Every time you speak out, what up, Carlos? Queen Rashid. I want to say Queen Rashid. We got Trucking Out the Box. What up, Trucking Gang? We got Tierra out of Atlanta. All right, I see it. We got Jersey. We got DMV. I see we got damn near all 4 coins. I see Louisiana, Atlanta. Atlanta always showing me the most love. What it do? All right, so I'm finna just jump into it. All right. So put it like this: a whole lot of people that I even see doing the videos, they already doing it the easiest way. So to make it simple, let's first talk about how much money it'll take to get into this way of doing it. So if you want to get a box truck and you want to make $1 million with it, the first thing we want to do is we want to think about the easiest way from a perspective of ROI. And for anybody who don't know what ROI is, I don't know. I got a lot of people that's on. I don't know y'all level, so I'm assuming y'all don't know what it is. So it's just stand for return on investment. I speak everything from a rental standpoint, all because rentals is the best for return on investment. So let's say you wanted to make $1 million, you would need 3 trucks. You would need 3 trucks that make $6,500, around $6,500 gross. All you need is 3. You just need those 3 trucks to do that gross. And you at $1 million. So if you went to go buy 3 trucks, your start would be a little bit harder than if you rent them. If you rent them, let's say your deposit might be $1,500 to $2,000 a week. So if you started with them, that mean you would need $6,000 to start with 3 trucks. If you then had those trucks, your insurance is probably going to be about in between $2,000 and $3,000 to get started. So let's say worst case scenario, you at $9,000. So you take that $9,000 that it's gonna cost you to get your insurance, and it's $6,000. Now you got your truck, just a box truck. So that's $15,000 right there. With $15,000, you probably got to put an extra $1,000 in for your little, stickers for the side of your truck and ELDs and stuff, but not really. So around $15K, you already lined up to get that $6,500. Now, if you don't know the game, the best thing gonna be to do is to pair yourself with a dispatcher until you learn the game. That's gonna be the best thing you can do. Now, I heard a lot of people like, oh, I've been working with 2 or 3 dispatchers. Well, that's that. I'm willing to team up with somebody to dispatch a few box trucks. But I want to deal with people who are serious and who got drivers who willing to go different places. If you're trying to strictly stay local, it's gonna be tough. So most of the people that's able to jump in and follow this with this rental, with this not $6,500 a month. I went to say $6,500 a week, not $6,500 a month. I think I said the wrong. Yeah, $6,500 a week, which is not really. It ain't easy to do, but it ain't hard to do if you get the right dispatcher. So everything is all, or if you got the right line. Like I said, if your driver is willing to go, let's say if your driver going from Atlanta to Cali, just think about what I'm saying. From Atlanta to Cali, that could be a $3,000 load. From Atlanta to back, that's $3,000. You already had 6 bands that just ran 2 loads. You gotta kind of not. I just feel like we making the concept of it too abstract when really it's simple. Go get your rental trucks. Now, if you going over the road, you ain't got to worry about, and go rent from like Ryder or Penske, so you ain't got to worry about, so you don't have to worry about like budget and enterprise trying to tell you, oh, you can't go this many miles. Over the road is really gonna be the best way to do it. Find you some drivers that go over the road. That's gonna be the best way for you to guarantee that you can get your figures in this game, especially with a box truck. You can't limit. I'm not saying that you can't go to an area like St. Louis while you over the road and catch about 5 or 6 good Amazons while you there and end up running it up. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you can't come in the industry with one way of trying to do it. You got to be open to over the road, open to Amazon Relay, open to all of that stuff, and having a dispatcher that understands that can book you the best load given the current situation, because every day is different. Some days you on the load board, you ain't gonna find it on Saturday and Sunday. Amazon Relay might have something going on. So you gotta 6,500 a week per truck. I'm gross. I'm saying the cost of what you're gonna do may cost $4,000 to do that. So let's talk costs. It might cost you $4,000 to make $6,000. That's just what it is. So your gross for the year will be 1 million, but your profit may only be 312,000 because you might only get 2,000. And you got to think about bad weeks. But I'm talking like if you can do this consistently, peak season, you're gonna make even more. But I'm talking about for a balanced average. We got to talk real business. Like let's take it away from it being trucking and let's talk about it being like real business. Business, we got to think ROI. You can go buy a truck, it's gonna cost more in the beginning. So I'm trying to make I'm doing this just like any other business. Let's not make this the structure of what we need to do be completely, out of whack. I mean, it ain't really that hard to figure it out. You're gonna have to pay for hotels, so you're gonna lose a little bit there, unless you got a sleeper. But I mean, let's face it, it ain't really that hard to figure out. Go get in the truck, run it, and it's best if you start off yourself to stack up some extra bread. If you paying yourself as a driver, you gonna up your chances of getting that million. Everybody trying to come in and make it be 100% passive. I want to come in and I'm the boss. That's why so many people are losing, because so many people are coming in trying to be the boss and they don't even know what the hell they doing. You could go take a class. You could take my class. You could come and get a one-on-one coaching, but until you actually do it over time, you still gonna make some kind of mistakes. Like, period. Like, so that's just, I'm just sick of everybody coming and trying to make this super abstract and everybody thinking that they can go to somebody for their savior. You can't go to nobody on YouTube and they gonna save you from your failure unless you open up your mind to what you're willing to do to get to where you're trying to go. That's flat out. Nobody can save you. A lot of people hit me on these one-on-ones. Dude, I ain't no cheat code. I can help you. When you paying me to save you some money. But I'm still gonna tell you got to put in the work. So if you ain't willing to do that, I mean, I'm 4.5 years in and I'm still learning the game. I still went out and bought some trailers thinking that the trailers was gonna make me more money than power only, and was completely wrong. And I found out the proper way to actually implement trailers into your system is dropping the trailers and leaving them. That's where the money is. But I'm thinking that I'm live loading and running around with these. Nah, man, I was completely wrong about that idea. That's why I've been taking time to learn and educate myself further on the direction that I'm going with my business. So I ain't been trying to leave y'all out there, but I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding that trailers is where the money is. So it ain't the box, it ain't even the truck. It's having a trailer, So, and honestly, just getting in the game, you don't like we can't keep trying to separate dispatching from trucking, like as if I want to be a dispatcher instead of having my own trucking company. I mean, it's all, or I want to be a freight broker because it seemed easier. It's all the same hard. To be honest, it ain't, neither one of them is any easier than the other one. Like, to be honest, because you gonna, in order to be a dispatcher, it ain't no money involved with it, but you got to get people to trust you with their stuff, and you still got to know the game. So that's why I like putting people onto the trucking company aspect of it, because as a trucking company, I created 4 streams of income just by having a trucking company. Let's go. So the first stream of income is with the money I make off my trucks. Now, since I do such a good job at running my trucks, guess what? Every shipper or broker or anybody gonna ask you, do you have more trucks? So the growth in your business is gonna come by doing a good job. It ain't gonna be by trying to go watch a million YouTube videos. You're gonna have to get in and do a good job. That's the only thing. I can only tell you I got to where I got to by them asking me, from me, them giving me the 8 routes. Okay, I did a good job. Now they gave me 12. Okay. Then they gave me 15. Then they gave me 18. Then they gave me 20. Then I got up to 25. It came from me. And I never watched a person on YouTube, period. People weren't even at 4.5 years ago. I don't even know if nobody was talking about YouTube. So come through and get the game. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, it's gonna be your struggle and your thing that you got to go through. You know, you can go watch everybody on here, you know, and at the same time, you got to understand, like, somebody said something about price or something. And look, let me make one thing clear. If you can't see the value in what I bring, then that's your problem. But that don't mean that if $250 an hour to me ain't even enough, because I can tell you how to completely strategize your game. Now you can go watch somebody who knew. Look, I could I'm gonna speak about compliance and why compliance be slowing your money down, because I understand compliance. You know, I don't want it. Y'all want somebody to talk that fun. Oh, we having a trucking. I'm having a good time talk, bruh. This is straight hustle. This is straight. I don't know if any of y'all been in the street, but this is hustle. This is all day stuff. It's all about your hustle game. It ain't about nothing else. Strategy is great, but sometimes y'all gonna realize in life and everything. Look, some things are just a really good idea in your mind. And when you put it down on paper and you start to look at it like, hold on, this may not even be a good idea. So you got to come in open-minded. And I, like I said, I had my class. I'm just coming off my class. I'm willing to do another class on the 1st of August in 9 days. If I get 10 people to register with my link in the thing, I do another class. When I'm realizing that people coming into the class, I need to do more classes and less lives, because the live, I'm talking to you, I'm asking questions, but you need the direct game, or either like maybe you get the book, you can read the trucking guide, but y'all got to get the front to back and understand the game before y'all choose even what y'all want to do. Like, don't just choose, oh, I want to do box trucks because I feel like it's easier, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. Figure out the numbers, figure out your market and what makes sense in your market before you even take a class or anything. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to call around in your city and be like, okay, I got one box truck, I got 153 foot trailer, and I got one semi. I'm trying to put them all to work. How can you help me? Or like, what type of loads do y'all got? See what I'm saying? If you call 50 people and that's brokers, they got work in your area, and let's say 48 of them be like, we ain't got no box truck work, then you got to kind of be in your mind like, okay, well, I'm either gonna go over the road or something, because they might not, because it might not be for your area. Or like some people, dry van trailers might not be yet in your area. If you're in Louisiana, it could be flatbed. So let's figure out the scope. Or like, let's say not even and with box trucks, it could potentially be a reefer truck. If a reefer truck might be better in Florida, a reefer box truck to move some of them oranges, to move some lemons, to move some watermelons or something. It could be something completely different. So everybody can't take the same path down the thing, because everybody not in the same market. I know I ain't got to y'all questions, but at the same time, I kind of I'm just trying to make sure that y'all understand that, like, the people that's gonna win in this game, like Trucking Out the Box and Chris TV, all of them people that started in their truck, all of the people that started in their truck are going to be the people that 9 times out of 10 are going to be more successful, because they understand what it was like to be in there. So when they hire drivers, guess what? They're going to be able to sympathize and empathize with the drivers. They're going to probably, when they get a semi, they probably going to throw add a little microwave in a truck eventually, or do all of this, because you understand the game from the ground. You done been to them shippers. So, and it's no knock. Like I said, hey, come in this game as a CEO. Right. But that was more of a semi thing. You could do it from the box, but you're going to have to, I'm telling you, if you can go take one of them routes, go take one of them routes, get knee deep in it. I'm not upset with anybody coming to me about asking any particular question, but I want y'all to understand, I'm not finna lie to y'all and blow smoke up y'all asses to make y'all think that y'all finna come in here and make this money, but y'all ain't finna really work. That's not what that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm gonna do. So I just don't want anybody coming to me on that looking for that. Oh, you take my course, I'm gonna be in your ass the whole time. I'm like a coach that's gonna be in your ass. I'm not gonna be selling you nothing. If you ain't down to put in this 12, 16 hours, you ain't down to sweat and be tired and all this. That goes for anything across the entrepreneurial spectrum. No matter if you trying to do a restaurant, if you trying to do anything, my hat's gonna go up to them people that's in that truck trying to get it popping. From a CEO perspective, you still, hey, go ride with your driver if you ain't gonna be in the truck. Go out there with them for a second to see what that road is like, to see what that vibration of that truck feel like. Really, like see what it feel like, see what it's all about. Knowledge of the game, but you going, like I said, we can only tell you what we going through or what we done in a game from a certain perspective. You got to get in it, and you not gonna really know it until you get in it. Willie was the first graduate of my complete business setup class. I charged $5K for that. Where I walk you, where you get one-on-one mentoring for me. I only can take a certain amount of people. Because, like I said, he did the whole thing the way it's supposed to go, right? I don't know who was on the last live and Willie on there. So since the last live in 2 weeks, Willie had a rental truck. He done had 2 trucks from Penske that broke down on him. So even though he had everything lined up, rental truck where he ain't got to worry about the maintenance, it's a shortage on rental trucks, and he found 2 of them, and they still both broke down on him. He back up and running. But understand he had about $15,000 to $20,000 ready for any mistakes. And so I told him, I said, I'm gonna skip you through a lot of stuff, but it's still gonna be some unforeseen things because he out of Florida. So Florida problems and Atlanta problems ain't the same. So I told him, like, look, I can only speak from Atlanta because that's where I'm based out of. That's where my truck's based out of. I could tell you about a little bit about New York, but y'all gonna have to get in and quit being so afraid to lose a little bit. You gonna lose a little bit. No, it ain't nothing that's gonna stop you from doing that. Even you can have a coach. So I'm telling you, as a coach, I had a person lose $6 grand. It was uncontrollable. It wasn't my fault that the truck broke down, and you still got to pay the driver if you want to keep a driver. As hard as it is to find a good driver in the CDL truck, you know, I'm not finna lie to y'all and tell y'all that it ain't you ain't gonna lose no money. Basically the game online is for you to lose less money. Not that you ain't gonna lose no money at all. You're gonna lose something, but it's just to help you be like, okay, now I got a little perspective, but understand to implement what I'm saying, you would have to think exactly like me. So you got to take what I'm saying and you gotta put your own spin on it and be like, okay, I'm gonna take this and this but you don't try my whole thing, because I know how to talk to people, and I be, you might not be a serious talker. You know what I'm saying? You might not be as good at talking to me. You might be better at emailing. Some of my dispatchers be like, they don't never call nobody. They just email everybody. I got to pick up the phone. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to negotiate that rate right then and there. I ain't got time to be emailing you back and forth. Everybody technique different. Everybody's skills levels are different. So understand that if I tell you something that don't work exactly for you, that don't mean that what I said wasn't valid. I can only tell you from my perspective. So let's just make sure that we all got that 100% clear. That all of us out here, it takes time to get on YouTube and share the story after you tired from actually working and running your business. So don't be trying to get on here. How you got the audacity to dislike somebody's video or try to talk bad about somebody in the comments, like, oh, like, bruh, I got other shit to do. I got to be at practice in 30 minutes. But I also understand that what I'm doing is changing the perspective of people. So the whole goal is to liberate the people. You know what I'm saying? How can I have some game and not spread it? But man, they be making it hard when some people be acting like they doing me a favor by watching my video. Like, bro, I'm really, I be wanting to do a tour of the crib. Like, bro, do you realize I'm really straight? Like, I don't really got to do this. Like, to take out my Sunday and sit in there with 8 hours, bro, I really gotta do that to, I gotta carve out time on my life with my kids to do that. So don't disrespect it, So that's really what this live, I just want to tell y'all, look, let me make sure I hit on all my points that I actually want. So like I said, make sure that I know it's hard to find rentals and everything, but that's the best way to get in the game is to outsource to a dispatcher if you can. If you ain't got time to do it, unless you on a team driver, dispatch yourself. Fire your dispatcher if you feel like you could do it better. Because I feel like in the first 90 days, I would have a dispatcher, but you damn sure better be learning it yourself, because over time you're gonna want to build those relationships on your own. And understand, like for me, I got a dispatch company, and I would tell you to dispatch it yourself over time. The best thing that we could do for you is that I'm gonna dispatch the loads under my company for the first 90 days, because I'm gonna be able to have more reach. That's why I charge 10%. So you could say 10% is too much, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. You ain't got to do it, but understand you're gonna end up getting paid less than 10% anyway to go through somebody under 90 days, because the only people that's gonna give you loads within your first 90 days is gonna be people who don't pay shit. Ask anybody. Ask anybody in the game after they 90 days. Ain't nobody running for no fucking TQL no more. Ain't nobody running for them no more because they don't pay shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody. It's certain companies you're gonna realize don't pay shit, and they never gonna pay shit. TQL will be like, hey, can you move this load that's 45,000 pounds for $500 from North Carolina to Georgia? Who the fuck finna run for that? Well, let me say, I ain't finna run for that. So, and anybody who think somebody said I was unprofessional, I don't give a shit. Like, whoever can understand what I'm saying and receive it, do, and whoever can't, shit, block me. Click off. I don't really give a shit at this point. I don't want to I don't want to sugarcoat and try to be who anybody wants me to be. This is exactly who I am. And that's why I like trucking, because I ain't gotta put on the suit and tie. I can wear my Cardinals hat and my polo shirt, and I can walk in anywhere and I can make millions of dollars, and I ain't gotta be professional. So I don't really give a shit about trying to be professional for people who want me to lie to them. Pretty much, you can go buy your lies somewhere else. I don't need the money. I want to keep it 100, and I want people to actually win. I want everybody to win, to actually get in this game and make some money, and not get in here and be trying to do some impossible shit that people be talking about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, stop letting people gas y'all and go tell y'all go get a truck that's gonna be sitting. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna have to put in the work. Your nephew and them could work for y'all. All of that, that's cool. Make sure you understand exactly what you're doing first, especially in your first 6 months. You go out there, you go do it. Can you set up the box truck business from the crib? From your other job? I don't suggest you do it. If you ain't got the balls enough to leave your job and get in this full, like, feet knee deep in it, it's gonna be tough. And I'm only telling you because I quit the post office and I did it. I was making good money every year. Me and my wife both was working at the post office, but I knew that I wanted to be a part of something that didn't have a cap to it. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And you're gonna have to, like I said, think about this one thing, and I'm gonna have to get out of here in a minute. Think about this one thing. Think about the current position you in right now. If you have not jumped into the trucking industry, right? Think about the current position you in right now. Right now. Ask yourself this one question as an entrepreneur. One question. Look, how hard would it be if you don't like what's going on right now? What you got to lose? How hard would it be to get back in my position? Hell, I was only making like $19 at the post office. I'm like, I asked myself, how hard is it for me to get back to the job that make $18, $19, $20 an hour? I said, with me and the way I know how to talk, it's not going to be hard for me to get back to that. So why am I afraid to give up on something that I'm not even, that I can easily go get back? It might take me a minute to get back to it, but hey, no guts, no glory. So let me go ahead and so I talk my shit. That's how my shit gonna be from now on. I'm gonna bring my who I really want to be, the energy that I want to. Let me answer some of these questions. I got about 13 minutes before I got to get out here and get to this part. Do this real quick. So I'm gonna go through it. All right, so let's see what we got. What do you think about bellhop and the day Amazon at night, $1,200 a day to get? Hey, that's a good idea with bellhop. Definitely. Hey, see, that's that hustle mentality that I'm saying. If you, my friend, is going to not want to go over the road, you better bellhop, get them about then they pay like 30 an hour. If you could do about 10 of those hours or something, you know what I'm saying, while you sleep, or I just leave the truck there, go with the bread company, something, or you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do. Even if you can get 5 hours, get 150 off of them, your truck just sitting anyway, it's going to be limited amount of miles. Make it make sense, make it work. Like you got to put something together. If you ain't over the road, you're still going to be working day and night. So that's why I say over the road is going to be the easiest way to do it. I know you don't want to be away from home, but hey, I just told y'all how y'all can make $1 million. All you got to do, trucking out the box. Anybody else, Demetrius, be anybody else, or no, if you scale 3 trucks at 6,000, 6,500, you can do it. Like I said, you can make running from here to Cali already is gonna be 3,500. Get a 3,500 back, you could do 7. You can do 6 in a box truck, but it's just a little harder work. It's a little harder to find it, but it ain't impossible. Like I said, we got the dispatches. Phoenix AZ box truck family in the home. Okay. Let me get to the next question real quick. I see we got Baltimore in here. How can I get a truck without being in business 2 years? Austin, Texas. I don't know nobody that had to wait 2 years to get a truck. Hit me up in the see. That's why I be like hit me up on like a one-on-one. Get like a 30-minute call or something. I can break it down to you. The best way, if you ain't got the bread right now to do a call or anything, the best way Mike would be to call multiple companies. Like if you call not only multiple companies, but multiple people from that particular company. So like say for instance, if you call Penske in Atlanta in the city might be on all BS, but if you call about 60 miles outside of the city, they might plug you in, and once you get in the system, you in the system. So you just really got to call around to a rider or a Penske that allow you to get in the system. That's all you got to do. Once you get in the system, the other people got to respect the game. But they might try to tell you it's hard for you to get started because they really don't need your business right now because everybody doing it. So it's good. The best rule is to go to a small town and try to get it. Me, Atlanta wasn't messing with me. I had to go to Montgomery. So hey, even I had to do the same thing out of this market. And that was about 2.5 years ago. We in here. Okay. Let me get to the next question real quick. Okay, let's do it. Let me see. I need that. I can't find any rentals. Oh yeah, that's a problem. You got to keep looking because I'm finding them. I mean, I got 2 semis right now. I'm finna go get them, but guess what? I gotta go 4 hours to get them mugs though. I gotta go all the way down to Valdosta or either like Jacksonville, but I'm getting them because I'm calling hey, guess what? Valdosta is a small town in southern Georgia, and I got a plug down there. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you got to call them small people. Yeah, you're trucking out of the box. She's saying the right thing. You got to get an account manager. They know what they're talking about. Look, you got to link up. I got an account man. I got one person, dude named Aaron. Give me whatever I need. Sometimes you still got to look. You still can't even depend on them. You can't depend on nobody in this game but yourself and what you gonna do. Dispatch it, don't do fuck it. Dispatch yourself until you figure it out. Call somebody else. Keep going. Keep going. It's 2 sides of that. Penske said I need a brick and mortar on 3 truck rental. It's cool. Get you a virtual. Hey, look, get you a virtual office. That's it. That's a solution. $150 a month just for you to rent from Penske. Is that $150 worth it? Get you a virtual office. Matter of fact, hit me up. I might let you use my office as a virtual office. If people can use that, hey, let's do it. I ain't never thought of it, but hey, hit me up. I'll do it. To 829 said, I'm in here 4 months and I'm still in. Oh yeah, definitely. You got to get you some guidance in this game. It'll save you some money. I'm telling you, my course 450. Trust me, I'm gonna save you way more than that. For real. And you can write it off on your taxes anyway. So it's a tax write-off. Paying for a course, class, training, that's all tax write-offs anyway. So anybody too cheap to do that, don't even get in the business anyway, because you don't even want to do something that you can write off on your taxes. That's all I'm saying. Like everybody can't be trying to be cheap and lazy. People, how you gonna make some money and you're cheap and lazy? Come on, y'all. We can't be cheap and lazy. Mark Mary, what up? Best course out there. Should not be trying to sell. Oh no, man. They can anybody can sell their trucking course on here. I mean, if the people here want to, hey, look, everybody got a course. Like I said, they might be more receptive to the way somebody else gonna bring it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all good. I'm trying to find some more questions. I just see a lot of shouts out to everybody that's feeling it, that's feeling how I'm bringing it today. Like I said, I just ain't trying to. I just really ain't trying to gas y'all for real. I mean, I want y'all to understand that it's gonna take some time. Last 50 grand on my truck. No, lost 50 grand on my truck, but it take money to make money. Oh yeah, man. I'm 32,000 and maintenance on the truck. That's why I'm like, don't buy trucks, man. I'm telling you. If you unless you absolutely just want it, you just gotta have something. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, man. Let me see. Shout out. Okay. Cause really we all got the same, like anybody that's talking about box trucking, we all got the same people for real following us, to be honest, because everybody just looking at the different perspectives. So it ain't no competitive thing. Hey, if y'all want to buy trucking out the box, Demetrius, anybody course, it's all good. That my courses ain't gonna stop selling because they got a course for sale. Walmart and Target both sell tissue. Family Dollar, Dollar General. We all can sell the same because everybody perspective and what they bring is different. What I bring to the game is mostly I got way more experience than mostly everybody else that's talking about it on YouTube. So, like I said, some people don't want the new way. Some people like some people want to see somebody who actually doing it right now. I ain't finna go get no truck for y'all. I can't do that. I could do that, but it just don't make sense. And the truck that I would get in is a semi, and I ain't got no CDL. If I was gonna go get in the truck, if all of this shit go to hell, I'm going to give me a CDL and give me getting a semi. I wouldn't even waste my time with the box truck. Wow, no, I wouldn't. Even though I'm still running 13 box truck loads a night, so don't get it twisted. I still get money with the box. That's a good way for y'all to get started in the game and learn. But like I said, after 3.5 years, I was like, hey, I need to get to these semis. Let's do it. I get a 30-minute one-on-one is 125, is 124.99. Bellhop is it's a moving company that'll pay you to sit on a moving site while they send their movers out to load your truck. All you got to do is run your truck from wherever the pickup spot is to where it's delivering at. You ain't got to do no lifting. They pay you about like $30-$40 an hour or something like that. Don't sleep on no moving companies either. Like if y'all got some people that'll move, y'all better team up with some labor only moving companies. I got hella bread that way. Hella bread that way. How do I sign up for the next class? You can go on the website, sign up for the next class right now. It's supposed to be on the first. If I got to get 10 people to sign up to do it on the first. If not, it's gonna be on the 8th. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it's gonna be on a Sunday. I do them on Sundays now. So I don't do them on Saturdays no more because I can't sacrifice my Saturdays that often, but I could do Sundays. Any hint on how to get loads on Relay? I have Relay, but I can't get loads for my box truck. Post a truck, and I'm not sure. It just depends on your market you in too, though. Like some markets ain't really got a whole lot. Can I use a single axle for Amazon? Yes, you can. Amazon loads are light enough to use a single axle. But if don't go buy a single axle. If you rent one, if that's all they got, then yeah. But don't go buy one because realize you're gonna be restricted on the weight you can pull with a single. Just keep that in mind. Right, right on. I'm going to book a 30-minute. Okay, cool. Do it. All of this stuff could be done on my website. All of it's below right here on the screen. And everything is in the description of this video too. So it ain't really that hard to find a book. If you want to join the Facebook group so y'all can ask questions in the Facebook group. I do a lot of stuff where y'all can get the really I got 45 videos. Y'all really could get all the game for free. But if you want to get the strategy and strategic, so I can show you, if you book a call with me, I'm gonna show you my numbers. You take my class, I'm gonna show you the inside of my business. So it's a little more in depth, but that's to be sold for sure. What time is it? Ooh, 6:08. Okay, I got about 2 more minutes before I got to get up out of here. All right, so Chucking Out the Box say, but if you get the CDL before 2022, you can just study the book and get it on your own without school. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So what they making people go to school now? I ain't heard about that. But yeah, oh, okay, yeah, I keep hearing people talking about that. They trying to push us little guys out. That's what they trying to do. So hey, look, we need to string together so we can stay in because that's what they trying to do. They ain't trying to let people lease on no more. So, and that's how a lot of people got started. Took the leading laser logistics course. I have the authority, one box truck DAT board, and not really seeing what it is. I need to get loads. Really need mentoring. Yeah, so just trainer, just hop on the line with me. Like I said, the course, I feel like the one-on-one, the reason why my live course is better than taking a course that's like a replay is because we actually stay there until everybody questions answer. And if it's 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 people in the room from different areas, everybody be having different perspectives. So that live, I don't know, I just feel like it's nothing killing that live experience. It's just like now, like it's live. You can go by the replay, but live, I mean, it ain't nothing like that. Having trouble getting insurance on a non-owned box truck. Any suggestions? I don't have no problem. I got an insurance guy that man, just book a call. Let me go through book a call with me. Let me go through your policy and see what it is. And maybe you filling out something wrong. I'm not sure, but if your insurance agent know what they're doing, it ain't that hard to do it. Do you offer a broker's list? Oh yeah, definitely. I give you a broker's list, shippers list, all of that when you take the class. That's light work. I'm gonna even show you the load board. Like we gonna go and look at your city. So mandatory $2 million for insurance. That ain't in right now. Like I said, they trying to push us out the game. So, talk to you. Just hit up the insurance company. Don't let people tell you stuff. Don't let me tell you stuff. Make sure that if y'all getting insurance from anybody, they are a company that specializes in commercial insurance. Don't go to no American Family trying to get no trucking insurance because you got a car insurance with them. You need to go to a trucking insurance expert because they gonna know the game. They gonna know the cheat codes and everything you need to get around all of that stuff. For real. The chat is lit tonight. Keep dropping that sauce. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I heard something about that, Burns. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I'm free game Kobe. You can look. I got 45 videos where y'all can learn. I can slow up on dropping right now, but I just want to keep y'all abreast on what's going on in the game, and also doing this be teaching me because Demetrius, like a lot of they be giving me new perspective on ways that I can do it. The way I did it worked, but I'm always looking for a better way. Always. I don't think I know everything. What do you think about a fleet of planes? Hey, I'm with it. I don't know about no air travel though, but yeah. Shaking my head. They trying to send me back to the trap. Oh yeah, for sure. They is, man, for sure. Did 4,500 local this week in Colorado. Thanks for all you do. Free game Kobe. Yeah, that's right. He did 4,500 local. So at the same time, you would have to know what his cost is because that 45 local could only cost him 2 bands or maybe 2,500, and he could have still profited the same 2,000 that you would do over the road. But based on Colorado could be an open market though. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying everybody should go over the road. What I'm saying is you got to figure out what's best for your market before you jump in the game. And sometimes you're gonna have to get in the game and figure it out. So what is it worth to you? Just tuning in. What up? What up? I'm just about to get off. But as soon as I get done with this, you can go watch this. You can go watch this. No Amazon self-dispatch. So I said you can dispatch yourself, but I'm gonna come up with a dispatching course because there is certain rules that can help you. Like I said, if you spend 250 or 400 or 500 on the course, right? And that course can give you game to where on one load, I could be like, look, okay, me just telling you this one thing, don't book a load into Laredo, right? Me telling you that one thing, right? you could stop you from going to Florida, deep down in Florida or Laredo, right? And getting stuck for 2 days, right? So 2 days could cost you more than a $250 or $500 you're gonna pay for somebody to give you a dispatching course or a course on how to run your business. So look at the profitability. If I put you on to my insurance guy, if I put you on to my dispatcher, how much money are you gonna save? Do you think you could flip that 500 with me? And I guarantee you gonna flip that easy. Anybody, you can ask anybody who ever got on a one-on-one call with me or anything, they definitely flip their money for sure. So that's why my schedule be blocked up. Any ideas on using enterprise authority? Now you can't use nobody authority. You got to get your own. You could use their insurance for physical damage, but you still gonna have to have your authority. That's my time, y'all. It's 6:14. I got to get out of here. I wish I had more time, but 43, 44 minutes is all I got today. I appreciate all of y'all coming, tuning in with me, rocking with me. Like this video, share this video, help the word get out. Like I said, I'm really liking coaching. The more coaching business I get, the more of these I can do, the more people I can help, because it's helping me feed my family. So it's worth taking that time out from trucking, from running my business, to actually do this. So like I said, I got a class coming up in 9 days. If I get 10 people to click that link today, then it's gonna be locked in. Book a coaching call with me if y'all got at kobepegway.com if y'all got any particular questions, if y'all get in the rut. And like I said, once you take my class, you get access to me for as far as like my phone number, where you could text me. Now that one-on-one mentoring for 5K, that's literally like you can call me, but I finance insurance. I do everything for you with the complete mentoring program. So you ain't really got to worry. I dispatch your truck. I do all of that for you. So it ain't really nothing you're going to really have to ask, because I'm going to walk you through the whole thing and I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself. So don't think all right, so disclaimer, anybody who take my one-on-one complete, I will set up your business for you, but I'm going to teach you how to run it, because some people be trying to hold on to me so they can look, bro, you're going to have to run this business on your own, or you're going to have to give me a percentage. You know what I'm saying? But the whole goal in coaching is to show you how to be a better player yourself, not for me to continue to keep holding your hand. So that's the whole thing with all of this is for. It's for you to come, and then you ain't really gonna have to, you can tune in if you just want to hear me talking, but you're gonna be off running your own business. So I don't expect for y'all to be around forever. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no rap career for me. This is strictly me giving y'all the game. Boom. Y'all taking the game. The only thing I want y'all to do is to come back and be like, hey, this part of your game worked, this part didn't, so I can know, so I can switch it up. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it. Brainstorming ideas with you and others is key to success, for sure. All right, y'all. Peace. I see y'all sometime next week. I can't guarantee it's gonna be Tuesday, Thursday, or no day, but I'm gonna try to get back on live tomorrow, or like whenever the next time I can squeeze some time out. Peace.